Is it signal? Is it noise? Are we traitors? Are we toys? Every candle, every coin is a cult you can join. Scroll with me, let the chaos be our key. Read the mood like it's a map to some great mystery. You'll see faith and doubt and harmony. I'm all into, I'm set free. In one day, in one same tweet. If you want to know if folks are brave or out of time, if they're quietly convicted or have simply lost their minds, then my friend, you found the perfect place to start this stream. So scroll with me.
Dude, G scroll, especially do scroll to read, and a very special G scroll to those who probably were on the stream for the first, minute and there was no sound and it's all good, but now you're here. So G scroll to all who celebrate. My name is Dude Lifts. It is Thursday, May 28th, and God, dude, been a wild morning. Got up. I got up at 5 so that I could go on stream with Loki at 6. Was I as awake as I probably could have been? No, because I was only one coffee in, and everybody knows that we need 2 to really get there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what we needed. I should have done that before my stream with Loki, to be fair. But what I will say is, now obviously we see show 35 posts, but when I first booted this up, when I was getting my stream set up, these are the first tweets. This is organic. This is for you. And so we're going to talk about it because my name is Dude Lifts. This is Scroll With Me. This is where we scroll the timeline. We try to understand the vibes. If this is your first time watching, that's the deal. I always recommend that you G scroll in the chat, that you make friends in the comments. And I don't make the rules. I just follow them. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's get going. So we've got Pocky here says the comfort, and I made a thing a couple weeks ago to read tweets, not to blast through them. We're going to do them the credit they're due because that's the whole point, right? Monty in the chat. What's up, Monty? Monty asked me in a group chat yesterday, are we scrolling today? And I had to say no. And it pained my heart. It pained my heart. But now we're back. So the comfort, not only that, wait. Maybe I wasn't awake as I thought. The comfort, not only notable brands, but quite literally historic ones feel and reimagine themselves in the Doodles lens is something you should know. Do you get it yet, Anon? Doodles is a lens. Doodles is a lens. Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. I mean, social media is odd, but I started seeing Mondrian art come up on like my Instagram timeline recently, and I was like, this shit kind of rips. I mean, I thought it ripped before, but seeing it in the context of like architecture and interesting stuff like stained glass and all, and I don't know, it was really cool. And dude, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, right? Getting to see Mellow and Burnt Toast like reimagine iconic art, it just feels good, man. And was really funny is I was chatting with Peter from Pudgy Penguins out in Las Vegas last week, and he was like, we were talking about each other's brands. He's like, Doodles is like fine art. Should be doing galleries. And like, yes. And I was like, yeah, I told him, I was like, I always felt like Doodles was actually, and I know Moonbirds claimed the title for some time about being the art collector's PFP. There was reasons for that with the Proof Pass and Eli and et cetera. But I always felt like Doodles maybe could have held that spot, or at least maybe the creative that's make something, right? But then, so when he was telling me this, I was like, well, then you're really going to like our drop next week. And it felt good to say that, you know what I mean? Because this is like, it's a very good example. I'll stop glazing our own brand here in a second, but it's a great example of Doodles as a lens. Just like, and you see it as clear as day. It's the Mondrian artwork, and then just gets put through the Doodles lens, and it's fantastic. So Curtis here says this is a historic collab and a big step for digital art and collectors. Yeah, big agree. So yeah, couldn't be more excited. And collectors, you'll find out more about the drop shortly. This is not the first thing you'll see. is all I'll say. Oh, congratulations. So Ronan Diaz here graduated. So very cool. Congratulations to them. This Doopy is fantastic. Shout out to them. They come to the creator sessions in the Doodles Discord. Just a fantastic community member all around. So big ups to them. Big ups to them. Digitoys. The vault is officially open. ZooFO Escape Hero Cubes. Dude, shout out to Will Reinrob from the Digitoys team. Great builder. I've loved what Digitoys has been doing. I think I've made content about them for literal years at this point. Big fan of what they're doing. Ahead of the vision. I'm glad that he's stuck it out, continued to build until he essentially catches a bit, which is something we were talking about on Loki Spaces this morning, or on the Loki stream this morning, and how important that is. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, the nose on Choose Rich, that's diabolical. Oh my gosh. So funny. FC Grails, Origins drop. I've seen Loki talking about that. It's the cricket thing. GVC wallets. Loved and honored to add 100 guaranteed spots to the. Oh, nice. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Vlad from Robinhood has to say. It says the official Trump Accounts app is available for download today, with a full rollout coming in weeks ahead for everyone eligible who completes IRS form 4547. Dude, I mean, I am not super close to this, and so I don't have a ton of informed takes on this. But what I will say is that I think it's cool to set up investment accounts for children at an early age. I think, when I was growing up, it was like the Gerber baby grow up plan. I mean, this kind of stuff has always existed to some degree. And I gotta think it's good for the stock market overall, just like a bunch of essentially locked liquidity going in. I don't know. And it's probably good for Robinhood. So, oh, my boy. 5689. No better way to celebrate a monumental collaboration with a new doodle. Yes. Dude, this is so good. Now I'm going to get way too into it right here, but like, first, okay, I'm getting really into it. But if you watch the kind of intro here, it showed off the Doodles color palette. This sweater is a great kind of collection of the Doodles color palette. So for some reason, it feels fitting. I don't know. I'm just saying. You'd be amazed how far a distinctive color palette can go. Licensing Expo in Las Vegas, people understood the assignment with that. So, dude, congrats on the new doodle pickup. I'm guessing, you've got some dotties, you've got some doodles already. Let me make sure I'm following you. And wait, former menswear designer Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, dude. What the fuck? Dude, I got to reach out to this guy. This guy seems awesome. Dude, I had a hilarious instance. So my brother-in-law bought a Sherp. I don't know if you've seen those vehicles that Kanye West drove around for a while. They have giant tires and they can float on water, and they're from Russia. But he got one of those. And he was driving it in Park City, and they were driving it in the mountains, and they came across this like barn. And it turns out there was a Ralph Lauren photo shoot. So it was like a menswear shoot. And then they waved him over to bring the Sherp into the shoot, and next thing you know, the Sherp was in the shoot. So it was like this guy with like classic kind of Ralph Lauren or like double RL or whatever, and then this giant Russian fucking snow vehicle. We've got V in the chat saying GM. So 5689. What a chat! Great pickup. Oh my god, dude, look at this! Incredible work, Monty. Let's see here. Justin, Claude 4.8 projected to be released by the end of the month. Ooh, which reminds me, I actually have a new model that I need to load up. So I heard that Quen 3.7 is close to Opus 4.6, maybe, but I couldn't find Quen 3.7 for download on LM Studio, so I'm pissed. But I did download a new version of Quen 3.6. I feel like there's a very small subset of people watch Scroll with me who are into the local model things. If you have questions about my newest local model, send me a DM. All right, here we go. Cameron, co-founder and CGO of WAP, rocking a PFP with Pudgy Penguin. Dude, WAP is legit. Yeah, I already like this tweet. So big fan of WAP. The WAP cards you just put out are awesome. I don't even want to say WAP is a sleeping giant because they're just an actual giant now, and people just are not giving them enough credit. This is a great. This is a great continuation on the Google Slides pun. Like, it is spiritually connected to that trend in the sense that it's a pun. When my Web3 and IRL characters meet. No way. No way. That's wild. Maybe I need to do this. This is fun. Maybe I'll bookmark that. Ooh, I like this energy. I don't know enough about Octra. My buddy Tom is an Octra fanatic. Says if you think Octra is missing something, just build it. That's not a downside. It's an opportunity. Dude, yes. I would say that for all kind of Web3 stuff, which is kind of the amazing thing about being in crypto. It's like, yeah, if you think something is missing, just build it. AKA make something. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my God. That was terrible. And I'm sorry that you had to sit through that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this toy is incredible. Dude, fuck. I'm sorry. I just got like taken aback. There's a genius to adding the springs in the arms. Like that's really smart. I know it sounds something simple. It's a toy, but that's really smart. I love that. It's so true to the character. Wow, just went way too deep on that. Dude, okay. Uncle Eddie here. I was watching old videos yesterday. I don't know what I was doing, but I was going through old clips. I actually don't even remember what I was doing, but I found a clip of doodles of myself going to the Complex Con booth in LA for doodles. And so I was in line waiting to get a poster signed by Burnt Toast. And I looked at the video and Uncle Eddie was in front of me. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me. And I was just like, such a weird, like, there was a huge line. And it was like, Uncle Eddie. I was watching the video back and I was like, that's fucking Uncle Eddie. And he's in front of me. How funny was that? It's weird. Life is weird like that. Life is weird. Min. This is adorable, Min. Keep it up. All right. The greatest lore happened. Had $750, pulled and hit nothing. Was down to my last 300. Decided to do a last pull. And we hit this bad boy. Started with 750. Now we at 2.3K. Absolute cinema. Dude, Absolute Cinema is right. The Slop Father says so much slop on the timeline. I mean, isn't it always? Isn't it always? Which reminds me, let's give a little refresh. You know, we've been going for a little bit. We can get some fresh slop. One-on-one with Luca Nets. Oh, dude, I've seen Luca making the rounds recently. I'm gonna have to give this a watch. And I get a chance to hang with him in Miami, and dude is really sharp. Dude is really sharp. Okay, what did Andrew Forte say this morning? He said, if all you have is the ability to make tweets, you don't have enough levers to pull. To truly stand out, you need to offer more than just content. I agree. He clearly had his coffee this morning. I did not, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, Ronan graduating, things we love to see. Meat snack brand Chomps is releasing a rotisserie chicken container purse to celebrate National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Yes. God, that's so good. Incredible. Love it. Dude, my phone is fucking blowing up. And I have it on Do Not Disturb. Scary time. Hey, 5689, picking up a normies. Dude, my man is on a spree. You think I kept my ape through all-time sentiment lows so that Ben.eth can be platform in 2026? Okay, that is really funny. That's really funny. I don't know about the recent drama or whatever, but I was talking about this on Loki Space, and I thought, I don't know, it just reminded me. So I was around for Ben.eth. Keep sending, if you know, you know. But I was at a Bored Ape community event in Miami a little bit ago, and I was just chatting with some folks, and this guy came up, and everyone knew him and whatever. I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then he was like, and they're like, "Oh, congratulations on the new ape," and he's like, "Oh, thanks," and then he said something like, "Yeah, it was an incredible gift." I was like, "Someone gave you a Bored Ape? My boy, how do I get your friends?" Right? And then he was like, "Yeah, it's Ben.eth," and I was like, And like nobody around me like flinched at all. And I was like, who gave you what? And they're, and life is complicated. Someone made a point of saying like, maybe you don't know the whole story. And I don't fucking know the whole story, nor do I entirely care to. Um, but I got a good fucking chuckle out of that. I was like, only in crypto. Only in crypto. This is pre the LOL.eth like contract thing coming out. I still don't know enough about it, but of course I'm chronically online, so I'm tangentially aware. Tangential. Whoa. Most of people seem to have missed this when it was announced, but one of Asia's largest tech companies is opening a new 100,000 square foot space focused on art and technology in Shenzhen. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I was talking with some folks in Shanghai. And so, yeah, that's a great market. AI agents can now start real businesses. At Meow lets your AI agent form a company, get an EIN, open a bank account. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. In the Meow guys, I might bookmark this. I saw the Meow guys. I think I met them in Miami as well, and definitely they were the talk of the town. So something going on there. Situation remembered. 10 years ago, we entered the post-Harambe era. This is a good post by MTS. I'm just saying. This is a good post by MTS. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. That's good. All right. Deal F Low May. This is more than a rant. Worst month I can remember. Yet I refuse to accept paid posts for $124 and have declined 16 proposals so far, all tracked in my Excels. Friends of mine told me they can't even comment on certain posts due to their current badge. Oh my God. That's a lot. Nature of deal flow has changed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much comment on that. In the sense that like I guess I'm grateful that I like, and I know this isn't the case for everybody, but I'm grateful that I like have a job that I really fucking like. I don't have a job as an insurance policy that like creating doesn't work. Like I fucking love my job, but I also get to be a quote unquote creator too. And that is a great place to be. It reminds me of Beeple talking about being an artist. He talked about the kind of trope of the starving artist, and he's like, I don't get it. Just have a job and make art. Granted, maybe that's coming from a place of privilege, quite possibly is, but I'm just grateful that I get to be able to do what I'm able to do, so I don't have to feel these pains necessarily. I don't know. My creative outlet gets to be a bonus all the way around. Like I said, could be from a place of privilege, but I enjoy it. Camera path scribbles are turning into AI video trend. Cool statement. Yeah. That's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. That's fucking wild. Okay. I need to check this out. It's like Muppets. Crazy how lifting weights solves 90% of your problems. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true. I remember when I was a young lad, and your boy had counselors, and so I remember I would have a weekly meeting with my counselor and be complaining about, my life and the things and whatever. And then eventually she would kind of look at me and she goes like, when's the last time you ate? And I always, because I was too busy partying and smoking cigs, I'd be like, I don't think I've eaten anything today. She'd be like, why don't you go get a sub, at Subway, come back. I would go get a sub at Subway. Fine. Problems were not problems. So, let this be an ad for Subway because may have saved my life, to be fair. But after that, once the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know what I'm saying? After you've met that sustenance, lifting weights will solve 90% of your problems now and in the future. If you know, avoiding, sarcopenic obesity, increasing your bone mass, lots of benefits. Lots of benefits. Whoa. Cool watch. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, Monty. Dude, Monty understood the assignment. Monty understood the assignment there. What do we got, Flo, here? Swap funds and manage your team's multi-sig treasury. Oh, sick. That's really cool. Good job on Protofire. Whoa, the Waymo fleet is expanding. That's so cool. Phoenix, what up? Dude, people fucking don't give Phoenix enough credit. We are incredibly open to innovation and technology, thanks to ASU. But yeah, Phoenix, if I'm remembering correctly, is the only place that you can get picked up from the airport by a fully autonomous vehicle. So just saying. Just saying. And we just built a bunch of new chip factories, TSMC, Apple, Intel. So, ooh, we got Jacob Elmon here, century in the making. Hell yeah. Balaji plus Stephen Gilnert, thought that was Stephen Colbert. Apple Intelligence rumors. Oh, dude, WWDC I think is coming out soon. Let's all take a moment to pray and hope that they release the Apple M5 Max and then maybe some Apple Intelligence features. You know, dude, the cyberdeck trend is so inspiring. These kids aren't anti-tech; they're anti-corporate techno optimists who still hate the man. That is a great way to word that. I apologize if you hear the dog barking. You know, it'd be like that. Life be life. And cyberdecks are super cool. I'm hoping to get into doing some hardware stuff like this myself in the future. But it is 8:58. You know that I've got that 9 a.m. meeting that I've got to go to. So alas, I better run. I better go check my dog. But until next time, I'll see you in the timeline.